Here we go. Alright. Now, let's go set up a meeting with... Uh-oh. Hold on, my camera hasn't come back yet. Sometimes I gotta toggle back and forth between the screens for a little while before my camera figures out what the fuck it's doing. Come on! Come on, little Dynex. You can do it. You can do it! Come on! Uh-oh. Hope this hasn't finally been too much for it. Alright, that's a good sign. Oh no, come on! Hey, there we go. Alright. Like, sometimes it's almost like it doesn't, when it receives the, like, turn on the camera signal, it just doesn't receive it properly or something, so you just gotta send it over and over by swapping the screens. Anyway. So, let us continue. Okay, so... Okay, Maria's the opera singer, and the guy is concerned that... So does that mean that Setzer's gonna hit on Celeste when we find him, because she looks like the opera singer that he wants to come and marry or whatever? Or sweep her off her feet or whatever it is he does. Okay, I can't go by that railing. Why do they have a picture of an open treasure chest? It's modern art, you guys. Its emptiness signifies the emptiness inside us. That's a pot. That is, Ultros. Looks awfully familiar, yep. Hey guys, we need a bunch of paintings to put in this guy's house. Can you like design us some good, you know, pixel art to hang on this guy's wall? Listen, we don't have time or budget to design 10 paintings. Like, they're only going to be used in that one place. Just put on a black background, take assets we already have, and center them in the frame. It'll be fine. No, I'm not judging them for this. I'm just saying. I don't know what this one is supposed to be honest. Picture of a lovely lady. Oh, God. Ugh. I just saw that, actually. I can now make out what the pixels of this are supposed to be. And actually, it's a little disturbing. It actually does remind me, though, of a really awesome photograph. I don't know if any of you guys have seen this, and I don't know what it's called, so if anybody recognizes this, let me know and we can Google it. But it's a woman, it's in black and white. I think she has dark hair, and she's nude, but she's wearing a black coat against a black background. So you mostly don't see her because the coat blends in. So all you see is one sort of diagonal stripe of her torso, and then one leg coming out from the coat, and I think it's like slightly bent at the knee. So it's like this one like perfectly even width stripe of person all the way down, and it's a really cool photo. And this reminds me of this because it seems to be the torso of a woman with no arms and nothing below the waist. No, the lady's not supposed to be nude. She just has like an enormous cleavage line. Look at that. They've wasted at least, what, 3 or 4 pixels on that cleavage line? And, yeah. Anyway. Is Slam Dancer Unbound your name for this picture down here? She is Lady Torso. Well, I mean, I say wasted 3 pixels because, like, you don't have many pixels to spare in an image that small, right? And you could have easily suggested cleavage with 1 pixel. But if you want to suggest really large cleavage, you take 3 pixels. Yeah. Nowadays, there would be a whole shader program dedicated to shaking that. Yeah, that's true, Roto Penguin. Alright. So, before we learned about Setzer, what were we even doing? We were like buying items, right? Where the hell is the item shop? There's the shield shop over here, right? The defensive items is on this side. Maybe the item shop is up in this direction? That might be it. I'm looking for a little bag for some reason, but yeah, I guess it's a lamp in this one. Okay. So potions are 250 and cost me 300 gil, whereas they don't even sell. Pictures are the MP. They don't even sell the tonics. So okay. So I'm gonna need some more Phoenix Downs first of all, because I can't heal. I can't do that with my in-party characters at the moment. Maybe there will be a life spell that I can find eventually. I'm gonna get myself 10 potions. And I think that's basically all my kill. Yeah, alright. So I want to get some more of these just in case. Like, one more Phoenix down. And one more potions. Yeah, alright. Spent all my gil. Says there is a lock backstory at Kohlingen. Okay, I'll go there. Can I leave the town this way? I can. Look at that. Alright. So everybody's all healed up. We have our items. We have our new equipment. I'm gonna save. Whew, we are already like 14 hours into this game. Well, if I can get backstory for characters, I want to get backstory for characters, because this is a narrative game. Like, the reward for doing things in this game is story. So I want to get all of the story. So in this case, I should switch to Sabin first and then do the sword tech? Is that the idea? I'm not sure I did that right, but close enough. Yep, everybody dies. Mind candy. Why are they called mind candy? May have been an incorrect voice input. Yeah, it is. I often only I accidentally press that down twice instead of 3 times. Now Celeste hasn't learned the like remedy spell or whatever yet, has she? Sleeping. She can imp things, though. I don't think I need to do that yet. I find in most I think I've said this before, but like I find in most Final Fantasy games that status effects are kind of pointless, because anything that you would take more than like a turn or 2 to kill anyway, in which case like wasting a turn to cast a status effect is a waste of time. Anything harder than that is usually immune to the status effects anyway, so it's not useful. The one exception to this being Persona 4, which has like a ton of, well, not a ton of status effects, but it's both positive and negative status effects are super, super useful. Like, they're always good to have on, and they're vital against boss fights. They don't do anything special. They're all just like defense up, attack down, attack down kind of stuff. But it really makes a huge difference. And yes, JSVT, I stream every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Pacific. So it's it's gonna be, and I do like roughly 8 to 11. I'll probably go a little longer tonight, so that this segment is a full hour. But yeah, so it's taking us a long time to get through this game because it's a really long game. But that's alright, I don't mind, because I know a lot of people really care about this game, and it's very important to them. And I enjoy, like, I've never played it, so I'm enjoying sort of vicariously living everyone else's nostalgia. There's a certain charm to it. Because everybody's so excited about it, and I'm getting to do it for the first time, so that's pretty cool. I like that kind of thing a lot. What's the city that's up in that little pincer up top? I'll have to go check that out too. I don't even know what everybody's, like, max health is, but I'm gonna say cure anyway. It would be really nice. I know they don't have the screen space for it, but it would be really nice if you could see the total health in addition to the partial health, so you can decide whether to cure and stuff. I know there's like you see it when you do certain stuff, but just like having it generally like in the box would be nice. Yeah, I know this is, so to answer some questions, like some comments in chat, I know this is a big, this is like a big part of a lot of people's gaming history. And I just, I think I even maybe had a SNES, but I was only sort of around, like, I didn't have that many games for it that I remember. Maybe I even didn't have a SNES. Maybe I went straight from Nintendo to Sega Genesis. But after Sega Genesis, I didn't have any of the main consoles up until PlayStation 2. I just kind of went through like a little sort of blind spot period where I had like the handheld Nintendo consoles, and I played some like PC stuff, but not a lot. I played whatever my dad bought for us, basically. Well, whatever. No, let me rephrase that. I played whatever my dad bought for himself, which was like Myst. So there was a long period of time where I just really wasn't into games that much. Like I enjoyed the mobile games. I played like some Pokemon and some Legend of Zelda stuff. But I didn't really feel like I wouldn't have said I was a gamer at the time. And then for my 16th birthday, I got a PlayStation 2 and DDR. And for Christmas that year, I got Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy X. And I was back. Because all of a sudden, because I was always very into like writing and narrative, and all of a sudden, games had stories that I cared about. And like that was super interesting to me. So the game narrative is actually what got me back into the world of gaming. And now I would totally consider myself a gamer. I got a master's degree in game design. So everyone was scared when glowing creatures stopped here. It left. Yeah. So this is like the first thing I run into is the message about like the princess is in another castle. Like, oh, by the way, this is not actually Progression Town. Progression Town is they tell me Jador, and then I would have gone to Jador, and there would have been no one there, and I would have kept searching, and then I would have eventually found her in Zozo or whatever it's called, the shit town. Oh my God, it's Ninja. We meet again. Okay. Hi, doggy. Doggy, can I just take you? Would you just come with me by yourself? Because you are fantastic. Hello. Stay away from that guy, he's an assassin. No, he's my friend Sadface. Some pretty bad stories. Why is everyone telling me that? Is it because he looks so assassiny? Is that how you know? Because he looks like Nick Fury if you misread his pixels? Not right now. I think I'm pretty well healed, actually, at the moment. Yeah, I'm not doing too bad, so I don't need to heal right away. I can wait till maybe I'm back down in Jadur or whatever. Or Jadoon? Jadur? Jadoon? I don't remember. My brother's a bit touched. Like crazy? Or like emotionally moved? There's a lot to the north and dreams of building a coliseum. Oh, that's probably the pincer town. Is that why? Oh, Tara was here. That's why this house is all burnt down. Look at that. It's full of holes. Wait, there was a person who wandered this way. There you are. Stop hiding from me and talk. Is that you, Locke? Have you stopped by to see Rachel? Okay. So we'll stop by to see Rachel, I guess. You used to see an opera at the it's Jadur. Opera house south of Jadur. I'd wear a secret dress. Hence my skirt. Good for you. You found the shining creature. Beautiful, yes. I'm sure. Yeah, gentle eyes. This is, Gauss music, isn't it? Can't go that way. Guess I can go downstairs. MQ. Oh, Mystic Quest. I don't actually know anything about Mystic Quest. Listen, you are perfectly allowed to like games that nobody else liked. All of us have a couple of those, where it's like, listen, I know this game is not widely liked, but I really enjoy it. For me, that game is Final Fantasy 13, probably. There's probably another one or two that I'm not thinking of, but Final Fantasy 13 is one of those games for me. What treasure? I want the treasure, but let me check out this dying girl first. Okay. So many questions. What herbs? Why? Herbs don't work like that? Mentally or physically or both? Don't you need some kind of cryogenics for that? Why? Okay, she's Sleeping Beauty. I got it. So I'm assuming that she was sick and Locke didn't want her to die, so they're like waiting for a cure. Rachel. Did he also make a promise to protect her? Yeah, love of your life will sleep here like this forever. That's depressing. So, is she not in suspended animation? She's just dead and not decaying if she's going to be sleeping forever? I mean, I assume you have some way that your herbs will wake her back up. Of course, you're old. You might die before then. And then what are we going to do? Yeah, shouldn't you... Rotopenguin's got in it. Shouldn't you, like, refrigerate her or something like that? Anyway. Alright. What if there was some way to call her back? If you could call her back, she'd come back. I'm sure you'll find something that'll bring her around. So, that didn't answer that question. You put her in suspended animation. The why is not known, except that Locke seemed to ask you to use herbs on her, and you have no way of waking her up. So you're just gonna ask us to wake her up. Okay then. You seem like a very irresponsible herbalist. Oh hey, Celeste. She secretly comes and kicks her. No, he's mine, you bastard! Sleeping Beautyitis, yeah. Oh, he's referring to her as Locke's treasure. Oh, this is just the same dialogue again, okay. Had to use my herbs, I did. I'm sure you did, sir. You are not a licensed doctor, I believe. Alright, where the heck am I even going? There's no point in going around here anywhere. It doesn't lead anywhere. Talk to this person. If I can find him behind this house. It's so unfortunate when they wander behind Geo like that. Stay away from the house on the eastern edge of town. The old coot there spends his day mixing curious herbs. Yeah, I noticed. Why did we leave him in charge of our beloved? To be honest, like, he doesn't seem a trustworthy guardian at all. He just randomly gives girls sleeping potions. I was probably like, hey, listen, she has, like, some sore joints. Would you mind mixing her some, like, arthritis medicine? And he was like, sure, I'll put her into a permanent sleep from which she cannot awake. Anyway. Wait, something about ghosts? I heard he keeps ghosts under his house. No, that's just unconscious women. General store. That's different than item shop. Yep, this seems like this is the usual. I guess that's because this is general store because it has all three of the things. Okay, bandana would be good for two people. Two people who aren't in my party, though. Also good for people who aren't in my party. Silk robe, iron armor. Yeah, whatever. Not that important. How about you? You guys have treasure chests in your back rooms and I want them. Flail. Oh, nice. So that means, since she's already back row, that means that I can give her the flail. That's good. And then this is all throwing stuff for Ninja, who refused to join me again, so screw him. Listen, dude, even if you want to be in my party, I'm not gonna equip you as a party member, so, yeah. Don't get all uppity about not joining me. Alright. That's mean. He can do what the fuck he wants. Who am I to prescribe what his ninja activities should be? That's a big boost. Do that. People in chat are discussing what their favorite Final Fantasy games are. I have played. Well, I'm playing this one. I have played most of 7. Oh no, this is... Hold on, we got a cutscene. Remind me, I'll come back to it. You know, you'd think you would learn, if you can't keep your promises about saving ladies, you'd think you would learn to stop promising to save all the ladies. Alright, now we're gonna learn what happened to her to be given herbs. She was a fellow treasure hunter. Look out. Oh no! She fell down a ravine. She broke all the bones in her body. So seriously, if we wake her up, it's not like she has some wasting disease. There's just, like, nothing wrong with her other than that? Oh, no, she has amnesia. She's lost her memory. She said yes. We were going. Oh, he proposed to her. I hope this isn't going where I think this is going. Like, how did we get from this point to her being kept unconscious in someone's basement? Because, like, she doesn't have her memories, but she seems fine otherwise. Others have perished. What? Okay. But she's unconscious in the basement, so she's not, like, torn apart by swords, clearly. So how did they just drag her corpse off the battlefield and somehow revive it into suspended anim- like, what are you even talking about? Maybe that's not, maybe the herbs he gave her, it's just like a mummification thing. Like, she's just dead and her body is preserved. This is very unclear to me what the intended message is that I'm supposed to read from this, because it mostly just seems creepy. Like, I'm having a hard time coming up with, like, a romantic reading of this. Like, I mean, it's sad, you know, it's sad that his fiancée, like, didn't remember him and then remembered him and then died. But yeah. So we're just keeping her body preserved in that basement? Then what was that talk about, like, waking her up? Yeah, I guess we have Phoenix Downs. Listen, I've got some Phoenix Down right here. Look, can we just revive her? Yeah. Like, yep, yeah, okay, I see it. Look, look. Can we just, look, Phoenix Down. See, it's right there. Recovers the wounded. We can just bring her back. She's in suspended animation or whatever. That's one thing I really like in 9, is that a character gets paralyzed, like, as part of a story scene, and you can come back later with a soft and unparalyze him. It's like, literally, it's that easy. Anyway. It's better when the mechanics and the narrative actually mesh together like that, but obviously that's tough to do in a scenario like this. Of course, you could also stop making dead women people's backstories, but dead women being people's backstory was already a trope by 1996. There's no internet to tell us feminism. I think you are perhaps a bit mistaken about the origins of feminism. Alright, let's go see this Coliseum, I guess. Since there's nothing we can do about creepy basement lady. Oh yeah, JSVT-40, yeah, we have to kill her and then use Phoenix Down, obviously. Because she's in suspended animation, so she can't be revived. We have to fully kill her first. Huh? For some reason, Celeste can't use runing in this fight. I don't know why that is. flail is incompatible with runic. It really only works with swords. I see. Okay. So I should remember that if it becomes relevant in boss fights. For the most part, I don't need her to use runic. Like, she's in my party because she can heal, but when it comes to the point where, like, everybody may eventually have healing power, I might ditch her. We'll see. If she's had some cool backstory back then, I may be narratively attached to her. But so far she hasn't been very well fleshed out, and that's fair. Like, we haven't had that much time yet. Like, they can't get to everybody immediately, so they're doing a pretty good job of, like, doling it out here and there. Peninsula. I feel enormous! Watch me stomp around this map. If we're abstracting this, do you think, like, wandering around the map is actually, like, hours or days of fighting? And I assume there are no swords, by the way, that work from the back row. I assume that, like, there are only flails maybe like one other weapon type work from the back row, and that's why, like, that's like the trade-off. Alright, so you're probably a crazy guy who wants to build Colosseum, I'm guessing? Let me steal anything from your pots first. Like this hero ring. What does that do? Raises fight and magic damage. Awesome. Let me just give that immediately to Celis. And let's see. Maybe I actually also want her to have the mithril glove. What's the other option? This was against poison and dark. Magic damage. No, I'll keep the hero ring. Dark and petrify. Imp and mute. So it's good to protect your spellcasters against mute, because mute makes it so you can't cast spells. So yeah, I might stick with the white cape for her. Do I have anybody else who, like, doesn't have 2 relics? Let me just double check. No, everybody's got 2. Okay. Oh, they unequipped Terra for me. That's nice of them. I already bought, like, an additional earring. But still, yeah, that is nice of them.
They got a lot of hate. Like, real, legitimate hate mail from Final Fantasy.
Well, they didn't unequip when Shadow left.
Yeah.
So, like...
But they added
well, not for everybody. It's... spoilers. What am I even looking for? I was looking at the earrings. Yeah, I guess I've... Wait, I have 2. I bought 1, I thought. And... I thought I bought 1, and... if I got 2 back, shouldn't I have 3? Did I equip one on somebody else and then forgot? No. Did I think I bought 1 and not actually buy 1? Maybe I didn't actually buy another one. Can't let the world become too peaceful. People are at their best when they're at war. That's... yeah, you are a bit touched in the head. My Colosseum will be a monument to war. Why would anyone want to help you finish a monument to war? So that people can war with each other. That seems... I'm sure Colosseum is like a place where you can come and fight later in the game. I'm sure this is going to be like a thing. But... alright, let's see what's out in this direction. Anything? Or just another peninsula? Just another peninsula. Did I buy 2? I think I only bought 1. Maybe I did buy 2. and maybe they just didn't de-equip Terra. I feel like I don't think I got the earrings back from her, because I feel like I was looking for the earrings when I was equipping relics earlier, and they didn't appear. And I'm pretty sure I bought some at the most recent store, because I was like, well, if I don't have Terra's, it's useful for me to have others. But maybe I just said that and then didn't actually buy them. That happens sometimes. Ooh, Celeste, you need to heal. Jet lag, what do you mean disembodied arm? Was there a disembodied arm that I missed? I should also maybe cast some espers just to, like, see how to do that. Oh! There's a chocobo stable in the middle of these woods. Completely unmarked. That's weird. No, I'm good for now. Thanks, though. Oh! They saw your arm in the back of the camera. That's the disembodied arm. Yeah, he's sitting over there. Yeah, there it is. So you can see how far away you can be and still see. Well, you can use the posters in the back of the camera, right? It's right to the edge of my thesis poster on that side, and it's like just past the first bookshelf on this side. That's the cone of vision. Alright. Yeah, that's Huck. Some people who have been around in like the writers group and stuff know Huck, my husband. He's Steph says sorry she sucks so much at Terraria. You don't. Huck is just actually Huck is just actually ridiculously knowledgeable about the systems in Terraria. Don't feel bad. Attack all the wolves! The fact that these wolves are like 3 times as big as any of my characters doesn't even bother me anymore. Okay, so that's that crazy guy. So I guess now we go back to Zozo and like finish looking at stuff in that town, and then we'll go find the whatchamaface, the lab where they're doing the evil experiments. You know, bad guy stuff. Good night, Jetlag! Thanks for coming! It's good to have you around. Probably after Zozo, actually, I should go to bed. See if I can do this with one hand. Yeah, I should probably be doing the blitzes first, huh? Still epic. Fried vulture for dinner, folks. That would be horrible. Why would you do that? Don't eat vultures, kids. Not good for you. Yes, walk your jaunty way on down the map. Man, this is just the same group of enemies over and over. That was the demi one, wasn't it? Oh, I already stole from him, I guess. That was very poorly done on my part, but it worked anyway. Yeah, Skug, I found some backstory for people. I've mostly been wandering around the place exploring. I found Terra, found some of Locke's backstory, and did we find one more backstory? Maybe we didn't. And yeah, there was we found out about. Oh no, you were here when we got Esper, so you know all about Zozo. Yeah, mostly we went to find Locke's backstory, and we found out that he's in love with a dead girl, and is having someone keep her body creepily preserved. Although it's not clear how much that was his original intent. Oh yes, and we found the Colosseum Man up at the top. And now, I am going back to Zozo with probably a stop to save, or to heal in Jadur. Oh yeah, shit, she needs to cure Locke. Oh hey, she has regen now. Aww. I wonder if that can be group cast. Because ideally I would like to just group cast that all the time on everyone. Yeah, wield that sword, Cyan. You know what you're doing. Take off every zig. Now, if I recall correctly, this white dot in the middle of the map that it looks like we can go to is actually Zozo that you have to go around for. I don't know if I entered that correctly. No, she can only cast it on one person. That is probably well balanced. Maybe this will heal us. I mean, it is a healing Esper. That's why I gave it to her. So maybe that auto heals? I guess we will not find out this time. Yeah, you would think getting lost would mean finding secret places, but in this case, getting lost means finding the place where you were actually supposed to be. Someone was really low health, I thought. Yes, I am. Yeah, everybody was pretty low health, actually. Really good thing I healed there. Kirin casts regen on the whole party, okay. I mean, I would have found that out eventually. It just seems not very worthwhile to spend a lot of time summoning monsters in the little bitty fights here. I'll probably end up doing more summoning when we get to Zozo because that place is a pain in the ass. That's okay, Marsha. It'll be on the VODs. So. Yeah, I thought I was in some kind of like weird optional fight town, and so I was just going down the list of, like, not a list, I was going up a tower. It was like a single linear path, and there were just more and more random fights, and I'm like, well, I'll just see what's at the end of this, because it's hard to get here, so there must be something good. And it ended up being the story time. So, yeah. Alright, come on. Let's get down to store. Overgrunk? What does that even mean? I don't know if I hit down 3 times or 4 times. Nope, 4 times. That was incorrect. Yeah, Celis so far is our most conscious female character in this game. She's doing pretty well for herself, all things considered. I mean, she was, you know, like, tortured and, like, experimented on as a child and all that, but she's doing okay. So he's poisoned. Can I make it to the town in time to get... Oh man, no. It's dubstep. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Alright, let's, Oh god, this is actually really unpleasant when you're in town. It's fine on the map, but Jesus is it unpleasant in an actual area. Ugh, that's like kind of nauseating actually. Which is maybe appropriate for poison. Yes, heal me. Hopefully that heals status effects as well. Yes, 1 of 3 female characters conscious. I can't think of any other female characters we've met so far. I mean, there's been a lot of unnamed incidental characters, like the, you know, the old woman that we talked to at Edgar's Palace, but there's, you know, I don't think they count really. Yeah. There's somewhere there's an opera singer named Maria. Yeah. Sure is a little bit more expensive in it. Okay. So, I'm gonna go back out to the world map and save. Here's the deal, folks. It is been almost exactly an hour since the last segment. Which means that I really should end this segment here, but I don't want to end the night here because I want to at least explore this other town so that we do one more kind of new thing before we turn in for the night. Is the full cam gonna turn on or not? No, hold on. There we go. So I want to do like at least a little bit more tonight. So I am going to do an unprecedented 4th segment. It's probably, hopefully, not going to be as long as the previous segments. If you guys are willing to stick around with me for a little bit longer, I'm going to keep going. Because I have the energy tonight, for once, I guess. I think I've been pacing myself a little bit better, so I didn't, like, burn out all my energy right at the beginning. So we're going to go to Zozo after break, and we're going to see what we can see. So I'll be right back. Don't abandon the stream yet. And I will see you guys in a little bit.